Hello, I am Solesh Alfred. Welcome to the Hts Epoll. It's your opportunity to weigh in on the most pressing issues of the day. The Epoll is brought to you by Flow for the moments that move us.
Now more than ever, Flow is working hard to keep you connected to the things that matter most. Your family, your work, and your favorite entertainment. We are also providing Flow Study free of charge so students can stay connected and up to date with their schoolwork. And because your safety is our highest priority, you can manage your account from the safety of your own home through the MyFlow app. We are here for you, keeping you connected.
The United Nations and other leading non-governmental organizations have again warned of an impending food shortage caused by the reduction in food production during the COVID-19 pandemic. The OECS region is a major importer of food. This has prompted the call for food security to be made a greater priority in the region. So we ask, is St. Lucia doing enough to ramp up its food production in light of the warning by the United Nations of food shortages in the near future? We tied the numbers on our voting platforms, and here is how you voted. 86% said yes and 14% said no. We also took to the streets to get your opinion, and here's what you had to say.
I think we should have been doing much better because, as we know it, we in the country we choose tourism to be the #1 aspect of income. However, my perspective is that I realize agriculture we should be doing way much more because we have, take for example, we have a lot of food products like fruits which are just going to waste. Instead of importing all of these things, I think the government should actually invest in factories so that we could make things out of what's been wasteful.
Most of our food, is imported, The little we produce on our market, is not enough to sustain our people, So if the government would at least give the people some finance, some property, whatever they need to produce more food for the country, it will be beneficial, man, because, coronavirus have exposed everything, you understand? And if we continue like that on tourism, we're doomed to fail, man. Starvation will come in our country, man.
We're not doing nothing. Not one thing, nothing. You do nothing? Zero. All prime ministers, past, Kenny, all of them, they always talking about that. When they sit on the chair, they don't care about farmers. I'm a farmer. You can put millions of dollars in tourist carnival, all them shit. What about the farmers? What you all giving us? What for us? Nothing? You all fellas, you all have to stop that shit and start look after you all farmers. You all see that little corona. You all see you all tourists, where it go to? It go down to the drain.
I find the government down here goes more for import stuffs. We the farmers, we do our best, but I find a lot of us down here, we don't buy the locals, we're more into the imports, and after a while we suffer and we say we have cancer, we have all different sickness. I feel that the government should do more for the farmers down here.
Assez parfait pour manger nous cette ici. Nous supposons qu'à planter on ça nous pour nous ça importe pour nous ça vendre pour aider cette lycéen.
The government of St. Lucia, I don't know what is in the mind of these guys. After Corona has exposed and showed us the way forward, we have exposed a lot of ills on this island. After spending $63 million plus a year on tourism, government could at least spend $10 million into farming. Government could at least find market around the Caribbean to get sale for our farmers. The other islands don't plant. In St. Lucia, we produce. So government could provide a boat and take this food down to these islands and give the farmers something to look forward to. So supporting Marcy, as far as I'm concerned, everything this government has done has been centered around Marcy and Marcy making sales. So all these things are ill. The government need to check themselves.
Because a lot of the things we are important, we can do it here. We could have done it here. What we need to focus on getting into the country are things like medical equipment, medicine itself, instead of things like pork. Recently I learned pork, we actually getting pork from the United States, much cheaper than the farmers here producing it. Now that is a problem. How can anybody survive when people prefer to go outside of the country and get the things when they can get it straight here from the farmers? The government needs to do more to provide incentive for the farmers of St. Lucia. Otherwise, we're going nowhere because this COVID thing has changed a lot of things, and it has exposed the fact that tourism alone could never have sustained us.
I think we need to do more where agriculture is concerned, and to give more incentive not only to agriculture but our manufacturers, and also allowing young people to get into these buy local product things that we are trying to do. But we are doing too much lip service and not enough action, and not putting money in terms of helping these things to happen.
Because number one, we already have all our eggs in one basket, and that does not augur well for the country. COVID-19 has exposed all of this. I think we are paying too much lip service in the grow all that we eat and eat all that we grow. That's just lip service. We should be doing more, concentrate more on bananas, allow the farmers to do what they have to do, give them the inputs so that they can produce more bananas and different fruits, so that we can be able to sustain ourselves and the country.
Thanks for those responses. Now to our new discussion. The Roman Catholic Church came under attack once again, this time at Sunday's service in the parish of Piero Viewfort. One man set a statue of the crucified Christ outside the church on fire, and then, armed with additional incendiary devices, went inside the church. But with quick thinking and action by some of the parishioners, thwarted further damage or harm along the lines of the infamous 2000 New Year's Eve attack at the Basilica of the Immaculate Conception. So we ask, do you think religious intolerance is widespread in our society? Voting is easy. Just log on to htsenusha.org or Facebook at HTS Official and vote. You can also send your response via text or WhatsApp to 584-4HTS. That's 584-4487. For Flow handset owners, as a reminder of your special voting platform. From your Flow handset, text your Epoll response to 487. Press 1 to vote yes, 2 for no, 3 to comment, 4 I don't know. Join the discussion from your Flow device and get the opportunity to win weekly prizes. And our Epoll team is always on the go to get your responses as well. Watch the HTS News Force from 7 p.m. for the results and a new discussion.